Just in case you don't have it instilled in your brain yet. Just in case. Look at this photo. Just look at it. World's best. It's meant to be. It's meant to be. The stars are aligning, ladies and gentlemen. LAMINE fucking YAMAL. Sorry for my language, but that's what I have to just say about this kid, bro. He, not only is he a lifesaver, saving me from a potential nervous breakdown because this performance today, but he's just generational, world-class, best player in the world, guys. LAMINE YAMAL, round of a fucking applause for you, my boy. Wow, what a game from LAMINE. But overall, we're not only going to talk about LAMINE, we're going to talk about what we witnessed today. Inter Milan, Barcelona, semifinals of the Champions League at the Montjuic at home. 3-3. One goal from LAMINE YAMAL, one goal from Ferran Torres, and an own goal from Sommer. A little bit of credit to Rafinha there. And for Inter Milan, 2 goals from Dumfries and 1 goal from Marques Thuram. Oh, man, bro. We just can't enjoy a game, can we, bro? We just had so many of these games throughout this season that I'm getting tired of it, bro. You can, as you guys can tell, my voice is still gone. Like, my voice has been gone since El Clásico. I try to reserve myself a little bit from yesterday's game from PSG and Arsenal, even though that game was kind of a snooze fest, to be honest. And then this game, screaming from being pissed and screaming from being happy. But, that's the Champions League. This is Barcelona this season. I said it at the end of the stream yesterday from Arsenal PSG that get ready for tomorrow. You're going to be entertained yet again because that's what Barcelona have been offering all season long. And that's exactly what we got today because Arsenal's game yesterday was kind of boring. And for you, for the neutrals out there, good for you. Cool. You just saw an amazing game. But for us fans, Inter Milan fans, as much as Barcelona fans, we suffered today, bro, because this game was incredible and just so stressful. But yeah, let's quickly talk about this game, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. Whoa, Barcelona, Inter 3-3. Let's quickly look at the lineups for this game. So for Barcelona, then, Szczesny in goal, Jules Koundé, Pau Cubarsí, Inigo Martinez, Gerard Martin, Pedri Gonzalez, Frenkie de Jong, Dani Olmo, Rafinha, Ferran Torres, and LAMINE YAMAL. So this is exactly what I predicted for the preview. Like this is our strongest team right now. Obviously, Balde still out, Lewandowski still out. So yeah, this was expected. Now for Inter Milan's, the exact same team I predicted. The only difference was Marques Thuram. Sommer on goal, Bisek, Acerbi, Bastoni, Di Marco, Mkhitaryan, Konahoglu, Barella, Dumfries, Lautaro Martinez, and Marques Thuram. So yeah, the only one I got wrong was Thuram because I didn't think he was actually going to make it back for this game. I thought he was still injured. I didn't see any reports that, he was back until the day after I made the video. I'm like, no, because guys, I don't know if I expressed it in that video or not, but the one player, I think I expressed it when we matched up against Inter Milan. I said that the one player I did not want playing this game was Thuram. That's the one player I didn't want to play this game. Like, I don't wish injuries on anybody. I don't wish that. But what I was wishing that he would be out at least up to the second leg. After the second leg, come back, score all the goals you want, score hat tricks, whatever you want. But just don't come back for this Barca tie. And he did for the first game. And yeah, we saw what happened there. But before the game even fucking started, the fuck? Breaking LAMINE YAMAL has just left the warm-up due to an issue. Fermin warming up. Guys, I cannot tell you how nervous and stressed I was when I saw this. Because we saw this shit like against Borussia Dortmund when they were saying Szczesny was out. He something happened with his hand. He might not play. And I was like, what? I mean, we're 4-0 up, but still, like, I did not want to see Iñaki Peña in there. But, thankfully it's the same situation with this one where, they were good. I guess it was just a little scare, maybe some discomfort there. But thankfully, LAMINE was able to play this game. And what a game did he have. But yeah. This shit was scary. When I saw this, it was scary. But let's talk about the game. 30 seconds. 30 seconds is all it took for Inter Milan to go up 1-0. And like I said, I didn't want Marques Thuram playing for a reason. And we saw it 30 seconds in. How easily he just holds up play. Like his hold up play is just insane. How easily he just holds up the defenders. Bodies them, bullies them. Doesn't allow them to get anywhere near the ball because he's just such a presence. So huge, so physical. Easily wins the ball. Sets it up for, I think, I forgot who made the long ball to Dumfries. Boom, sets it up for a player. Dumfries long ball with acres of space. Already starting off like that. Shit show. Dumfries makes a cross in. Juice Koundé clears it and lands for them again. Goes back to Dumfries. He gets a cross in. And unfortunately, because I think it could have made a difference, Inigo Martinez slips. And Thuram just backheels it. Goal 1-0 for Inter Milan. Could have Szczesny done better there? Maybe. I just don't think he anticipated that to happen because it rolled in and I'm like, oh, fuck. But it came down mostly to just terrible defending, now allowing that cross to go in, but Inigo Martinez slipping at the same time. Like, that gave them the advantage there for Marcus Thuram just to easily get a goal. 30 seconds in. 30 seconds in. It was, oh, I was so pissed when that happened. I'm like, this is not going to happen again, is it? This is not going to happen again. But it was literally reminding me of the Barcelona versus Atletico de Madrid game for the first leg of the Copa del Rey, where they scored like a minute in. And then 20 minutes later, in this game, they score again from a corner kick. Bro, guys, I think we had like 2 or 3 corner kicks, maybe 2 corner kicks before them, and none of us won anything. They easily just cleared it because of the big ass players that they have, man. Their players are huge. Bisek, he's 6'5". He cleared 2 corners easily, man. Like, it's insane. And what pissed me off about that one was because Cubarsí made a bad pass to Pedri. They won the ball, and they Bastoni over the top for Di Marco, and then, a clear opportunity for them, a dangerous opportunity for them. That's what pissed me off more, that we can't make those mistakes. We can't make those little mistakes. At that point, I'm pretty sure it was their first corner kick. So I wasn't worried about their corner presence, like what dangerous opportunity they can create from corner kicks, but making those mistakes where we allow them to hit us on the counter, because we know they hit each other, like hit any team on the counterattack perfectly with their wingbacks, Di Marco, Dumfries. And that's what pissed me off more. But thankfully, Inigo Martinez comes up, clears it, and corner kick for Inter Milan. And then boom, they score a goal. Dumfries. Bro, their players are just huge, bro. Like, we cannot allow any corner kicks in the second leg. That's all I can say. Let's just try our asses off not to give any corner kicks, which is not going to be possible, but still, let's try our hardest not to. And if we do, we have to be bigger. We have to be more physical. We have to just not allow them to win it, because this is what we saw this game, where they score from 2 corner kicks. But yeah, Serbi wins the ball, brings it in, kicks it, puts it into the middle. Dumfries by himself, and like little chilena, whatever you want to call it, and goal 2-0 for Inter Milan 20 minutes into the game. Because after the first goal, we started attacking. We were more in control. Lamine started popping up a little bit. We were creating chances. We were definitely in control of the game while they were trying to hit us in the counterattack. But I can tell you, like, the first 10 minutes of the game, they were getting into so many like right spaces to attack us and cause so much danger. But thankfully, they messed up some, and we recovered well. But like the first 10 minutes, as much as we were trying to get in control of the game, we were allowing them a lot of spaces to hit us and cause danger, which was nerve-wracking after they scored 30 seconds in. I was like, bro, are they going to just cook us? Are they just going to score 5, 6, 7? Because it's giving me flashbacks to the Bayern game, where against Bayern, yeah, we destroyed them, but they had opportunities where they could have caused so much danger towards the beginning of the game. Like, we were struggling. But then before their second goal, we started getting more control. We were dominating the ball more, and yeah, and then, they scored from a corner kick. Whatever. All right, cool. 2-0 down. One thing I can tell you guys is, before this game, I wasn't that nervous. I don't know why. I don't know what inside of me just changed, and I'm like, nah, I'm calm. I'm cool and collected. Because for the clásicos, for against Atletico Madrid in the Copa del Rey, against Borussia Dortmund, against Benfica, against in these important matches that we played so far, Bayern and early on, I was always nervous before the games. Nervous that, we could lose, whatever. But this game, I was calm. I don't know if it's a factor that at this point, I just trust this team so much. They've been so like amazing this season that I trust them. Or looking at the form that Inter Milan are coming on, like, into this game, and just gives me confidence that we'll be able to beat them. I don't know, but I was calm. And when they scored the second goal, I was pissed, for sure. I was stressed. I was worried. But at the same time, I was like, we can get something. We can get something. Especially if we give the ball to Lamine Yamal. Guys, what the hell was that first goal from Lamine Yamal? How easily he just ran through Inter Milan. Bitches Thuram, gets the ball from Thuram, goes, turns, just flows through them. And what a beautiful thing. Like, he just makes it look so effortless, so easy. Curls it in and boom, in the sound of the post when he hit it. In golazo. Gets us back into the game. I wish we weren't down. I wish we weren't losing because he would have celebrated so much like cooler. But we were down at that point, so we just go back and go try to get another goal. But what a sensational goal for LAMINE YAMAL, bro. He was the biggest difference maker in this game. Without LAMINE YAMAL, we would have had absolutely no chance. No chance. I'm telling you now, no chance. No chance. No player in the squad could have made the difference what Lamine did today. He was absolutely cooking Di Marco, absolutely cooking the Bastoni. He was getting double teamed. I don't give a fuck. Like, when you give me excuses about other players, oh, they get double teamed, Salah gets double teamed, Saka gets double teamed. I don't care. Don't give me that excuse. Because if they can't do it and Lamine can, then who's better? Who's the better player? LAMINE YAMAL, bro. He was getting triple teamed, double teamed. He didn't give a fuck. He was just running through them easily, enjoying himself, playing that joga bonito. He's Brazilian. He's Brazilian, Rodrigo. He's Brazilian, Vinny. I don't know why I'm mentioning them. At this point, I'm just rambling. But wow, what a game from Lamine. He should have scored more too. Got more assists, putting dangerous balls, constantly putting dangerous balls. That second one, that opportunity where he runs through Di Marco, cuts in, shoots, and Summer saves and it hits crossbar. The one opportunity where he set up Ferran, just makes a quick pass into the box. Ferran gets it, but he hits it wide. Bro, this guy is insane. Insane, bro. We've been saying it all season long. At this point, if you don't understand, I don't know what to tell you. I genuinely don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I guess you just don't want football, or you don't appreciate it, or you just hate Barcelona so much that it just blinds your I don't know. It just blinds you to not understand that this kid is amazing, bro. Amazing. LAMINE YAMAL got us back into the game. Cool, 2-1. And then Pedri receives the ball, makes a cross into the back post to Rafinha. Great run from Rafinha. Headers it in back into the middle, and Ferran Torres left alone, completely alone. I don't know what kind of defending that was from Inter Milan, but thankfully it happened. And a little tap in for Ferran El Tiburón. 2-2. We're back into the game. We're back into the game. 4 goals in 1 half. Wow. 4 goals in 1 half. But again, that first half was definitely, again, the first 10 minutes, Inter Milan were on it. But then the last 35 minutes, the ending of the first half, it was all Barcelona. We had multiple opportunities. We were better. We were dominant. We didn't allow them to play their football. And the second half was a completely different story. But I like the response. The response that we got after they scored the second goal was amazing from Barcelona. We were on the front foot a lot more. We were dominating. We were better. But unfortunately, we just went down too early. We just went down in those moments. And I think if those moments didn't happen, we could have easily won this game. And I genuinely think we should have won this game. I genuinely think we should have. But that's football, guys. If you don't take your chances, if you allow those chances, then that's what can happen. But what I want to talk about specifically is about specific players, like two of them. Gerard Martin and Rafinha. That left side today was completely and utterly useless, guys. Like, that left side was non-existent. That left side, we did nothing from that side. That left side was just completely and utterly left alone. Like, we created nothing going from that side. It was all on Lamine's side. It was all on Pedri, because that Lamine goal came from the right side. Pedri's goal came from the right side, crossing it in. Like, nothing on that left side. Gerard Martin, he just doesn't offer you going anything forward. He was getting cooked by Dumfries. Going forward, he just doesn't offer you anything. And Rafinha, I hate talking bad about Rafinha because of the season he's had, but this is just the truth. Rafinha, since international break, has not put up any good performances. He scored some goals. Yeah, cool. He's had some moments. Cool. But overall 90 minutes, nothing to impress me to be like, this is the Rafinha we've been seeing all season long. And today, again, all right, he got an assist. You could say another assist for Summers thing, but still, the rest of the minutes, besides those moments, what did he do? Going for useless crosses. Wasn't attempting anything. He just looked like he's scared on the ball, like he's out of ideas. We all know he's not like LAMINE YAMAL, who can create something out of nothing, like where he just runs through players like Lamine can. But I expect more, bro. I just expect more. I expect something else. And we didn't see that today. I'm sorry. We just didn't. Like, Rafinha, I obviously was going to have a more difficult time because of the role he plays. He likes to invert through the middle. It's going to be a difficult time going against this defensive, toxic-ass team that is Inter Milan. But these are the games where you have to step up. You have to show something. You have to show something like Lamine did today, and Rafinha just didn't today. Kudos to him for getting the assist. Kudos to him for that great shot that he took for the own goal for Summer. But besides that, like, come on, bro. It was a very underwhelming game from him. Jera Martin, I can't expect much from him. I'm just so happy that we're gonna get Balde back for the second leg. It's pretty much been confirmed that we'll get him back for the second leg. Thankfully, because that presence on the left was absolutely non-existent. So hopefully with Balde, we have a complete and different change for the next game. But very positive end to the first half. Going to the second half, we started off very slow. We were very slow in that second half. Honestly, it was a complete difference from the first half into the second half. I think we were struggling. We were definitely struggling to get some chances. Lamine Yamal was a little bit less involved because I guess at this point they knew that they couldn't allow Lamine to play his game. Like they couldn't allow him to do whatever he wanted because it was just going to be detrimental for them. But I gotta say, Jules Koundé comes off with an injury for Eder Garcia. I'm pretty sure most of us could have known that Eder Garcia was gonna come in just because Eder Garcia played against Mallorca as a right back and he did pretty well. He defended pretty well going forward. He was good. He got an assist in that game. So I think Flick at this point has the confidence for him to play there instead of Araujo. Araujo comes in for Paco Barci, who I think Cubarsí very struggled a lot this game. I think going against Thuram, is gonna be a difficult task. That high line wasn't working all the time. Like I think both Inigo and Cubarsí were struggling a bit, mostly Cubarsí. Inigo plays left back. Jules Koundé, I think they confirmed that he's going to be out for a Clásico and for the second leg. So, man, what can you do? Like, he's been the guy that's played the most minutes for us, and at this point, he's feeling it now. He's feeling it now. So, unfortunately, he'll be out. Lautaro Martinez comes out for Inter Milan for Taremi coming in, did cause some threats a little bit. I don't think he was as bad as people say that he is throughout the whole season, but I guess today he wanted to step up because Lautaro, I wasn't really impressed with what he was doing when he was on. I don't think he really did anything. It was mostly on Thuram. But what I really liked about the positive things about Barcelona is the high press that we were, doing in the first half. But then the second half, Inter Milan were, getting into the game. They started playing in the rhythm that they wanted, and that was, that was the bad thing because they got through us a lot of times where they created a lot of chances. Mkhitaryan gets an offside goal, which was just offside, literally a toe offside. They were crossing in too many opportunities where it was just unacceptable for us to be doing. Like, Inigo Martinez was caught a lot of times from Dumfries' end because the left side, Di Marco didn't really catch as much. It was all Dumfries. It was all Dumfries that was causing all the danger for us. And Bisek, too. Bisek, making those runs when Dumfries came off and when they just wanted to interchange. But it was ridiculous. There was one where Dumfries got through and Dumfries, for some reason, went for a pass instead for a shot. Thankfully, that happened. But the amount of opportunities we started allowing them in that second half was just so nerve-wracking, and really we shouldn't be doing that. But that's the danger when we're going up against like a team like Inter Milan. I said that they're Atletico Madrid. They're an 8-tier Atletico Madrid, and we saw it today, bro. The toxic football that they play, bro. I don't care what anyone says. It's toxic. To me, it's toxic because they just defend like fucking cowards, man. I hate it. I hate it so much. But they're efficient. That's what you could give them so much credit for. They are so efficient. They know what to do. Play 1-2, 1-2, go, and hit you in the counterattack and put a dangerous cross, and then you're clipped. Like that was the story. And they did that. They did that a lot of times. But they got their third goal from a corner kick. When they got the corner kick, I was like, fuck, man. No, please, not again. Not again, and it happened again. Another corner kick, and Dumfries wins it. It deflects off Araujo, and 3-2 for Inter Milan. I was so pissed because I'm like, bro, come on, bro, come on. Another corner, really. Two set pieces. It was just so annoying, bro. But thankfully, we respond later with a corner kick ourselves, but, a little setup play. Dani Olmo hits it for Lamine. Lamine lets it go through his legs, and Rafinha's just waiting, loading up his shot, bangs it so hard, hits the crossbar, and thankfully it hits off Summer, and it's an own goal, 3-3. Cool. Yeah, from there, it was, again, I would say a back and forth, but I think Inter Milan were a lot more dangerous in the second half than we were. I think we were struggling for sure. Because again, Lamine started slowing down in that game. We weren't giving him the ball as much, and when he did, Inter Milan just started to close down a lot more, so it was more difficult. But yeah, it was definitely tough in that second half to watch. Tough to watch. Remember that one shot, like Lamine goes for a cross and hits crossbar. Imagine that went in. That would have been insane. But we were definitely struggling in the second half to create a lot of chances. Ferran, like individuals, Ferran, Pedri, Frankie, I think they all had a good game. Ferran definitely had a better game than Rafinha, I would say. Ferran was, getting involved for sure, getting into the right spaces. Good, could have scored two today. He had some good opportunities, but I guess it's just not the same level of efficiency as you would get from Lewa. So we'll see if we get Lewa for the back for the second game. Even if Lewa gets back fit, I'm pretty sure we'll still play Ferran. So I doubt Lewa would, if we won't see Ferran for the second leg. Pedri, Dani Olmo, Frankie de Jong, our midfield. Frankie de Jong and and Pedri, I think, had a great game. I think mostly Frankie. Frankie was very involved defensively, getting us forward. Pedri, involved as well, getting us, making those runs when we need to, try to create something as well. But I would give it more to Frankie. I think Frankie had a great game. Dani Olmo involved in some cases. He got through once in that first half where that was, some great feet, great footwork. And fortunately, he doesn't hit it strong enough. One chance where he gets set up from, I think, Lamine, and then he hits it straight at the goalie. But he had some opportunities. He was upset when he came off, which is understandable. He wants to play these games. He wants to try and make an impact. But I'm pretty sure oh no, never mind. I was going to say he got the assist for Rafinha's, but Rafinha was an own goal. But Fermin comes on and, some, good aggression, some good, what you get from Fermin. The same things we get from Gavi when they come off the pitch. Aggression, high intensity. He came on good. Not much of an impact going forward, but he came on good to help us out and try to get more possession because, again, Inter Milan started getting more rhythm into the game. I was asking for Gavi to come in because we needed that presence because they were getting through us a lot. Like in Kubarsi, like I said, I don't think he had a great game today. He struggled for sure. Like Araujo coming on definitely saved us a couple times too because he made some good tackles, some good saves from Dumfries making a cross into the box. Like we got saved a couple times today too from Araujo coming in. And it begs the question: should Araujo come into the second leg? Because if they're gonna run through us like that so easily, then Araujo should be necessary to start in the second leg because he's our quickest defender. He's the quickest guy who could come in and make a difference, catch up to those players, and we saw it today a couple times. So that's something that Hansi Flick might have to think about if Araujo should start for the second leg. We'll see. Christensen comes on. What the fuck? Like I love Christensen. Anyone who doesn't know, I love Christensen. I wanted to see Christensen stay at this club. Hopefully we keep him. But he came on after months without playing. He's not played a single Champions League match this whole season. The commentator said the last game he played was against Valencia, which was our first game of the season. So he's not played in months. He's come in for this game, and he came on good. Pretty solid for sure. I don't have much to complain about. Eric Garcia was solid too, but I think Eric Garcia, from the left side, from the right side, he's pretty solid. He really didn't put much of a bad foot in, aggressive. You know what you get from Eric Garcia. He's improved a lot under Hansi Flick. Inigo Martinez playing the left back. He brings you more confidence with the ball going forward a little bit more than Inigo, what's his name? Than Jera Martin does, but he did suffer a little bit, defending on that right side because Beast like Dumfries running through him, and then Darmian, not Darmian, who came in? Darmian I think it was, who came on as a right wing back. He struggled a little bit in behind because it's a different role, it's a different position, it's hard, it's different from playing the center back to a left back or a full back in general. But besides that, I guess pretty solid you could say, but. The star of the game was LAMINE YAMAL. That's all we could say about this game. LAMINE YAMAL was just incredible. Like when it comes to Inter side, I'll give them some credit. Their defense was solid in a lot of occasions. Obviously, they suffered some goals, but they were very solid. They shut us down a lot of times for sure because they just play so compact. They play the five in the back. It's not easy, and the midfield getting involved in that as well. When the midfield, with Çalhanoğlu, Mkhitaryan, I forgot that we were playing because a lot of people give them credit for being great players, very outstanding players who step up in these games, create an impact. Çalhanoğlu got an assist, but they're from a corner kick. But I didn't even know they were playing, to be honest. Barella was the more present player from that midfield. I think Barella had a decent game from Barella. But the main man was Dumfries for sure. Dumfries and Thuram were the main guys for Inter Milan. Thuram, he had a good spell of 10, 15 minutes where he was very solid, very dangerous. But then from there, when Barcelona started getting control, he shit it off the game. He didn't really do much after to create much danger, really. But for sure, Dumfries was the man of the match. Man of the match. I think in the end, he got man of the match at the whole game. But man of the match for Inter Milan. In general, for me, the whole game had to go to LAMINE YAMAL because he was just sensational. But they gave it to Dumfries because he got 2 goals and an assist. But yeah, Man, this is so stressful, bro. This is so stressful. 3-3 now going away to Italy and try to get something at Italy. Fucking hell, bro. This is so stressful. But these are the games you have to try to suffer to become champions. At least we didn't lose, right? At least we didn't lose. I would have loved that we would go up to Italia with a little bit of an advantage, but that's football, guys. This is what you have to suffer with, and we have to go all out at Italy in San Siro. The things that I can say that are definitely beneficial for us from what we learned from this game was Barcelona have more to learn from this game to fix mistakes rather than Inter Milan, because they score from two set pieces. So we know now for set pieces, for any type of set piece, either free kick or corner kick, we have to be on it. We have to be more aggressive. We have to be more physical. Chesney has to come off his box more, like try to aim for the ball as much as possible. They aim for the back post. He has to do something. He has to do something more, because I thought he could have maybe done something more for the third goal. But at these moments, like, sometimes luck comes in. But we have to be more physical. We have to be more present in the corner kicks in any kind of set piece. We have to be more solid in defense. If we're gonna play the high line, we have to play it to perfection, and we have to be so wary about their wingbacks, like so wary the 1-2s that they play, because Atletico Madrid did the same thing against us. They did the same thing against us. 1-2, the other one's goes in behind, and then you hit it over the top. We have to be wary of that. We have to be more aware of that, and just not let them play their quick football. 1-2 quick football. Like, just high press. Because if they beat that press, we're fucked. They're through. They're gone. We're screwed. Because from Inter trying to learn something from us, I guess the only real thing they have to learn is don't give Lamine Yamal the ball. Do not let them get the ball to Lamine Yamal, because it came from Lamine Yamal just being extremely good. A great ball from Pedri, and then a banger from Rafinha with a little bit of luck for sure. But we did score from set pieces. We scored from open plays. We scored from being creative beasts, because not only was it those opportunities, we had other opportunities to score as well. So I guess the only thing they can really learn from this game is be way more defensive. Be way more defensive and not allow anything, because again, we deserved more from this game for sure. I 100% believe we deserve more from this game. But there you go. Let me know all the things that you thought about the game down below. Who was your man of the match? What do you think Barcelona should improve for the second leg? How do you think the second leg is going to go? Who will reach the final? Do you think Barca can do it? I believe we can, and I pray we can. But yeah, Lamine Yamal, that's all I got to say. That's how I'm going to end this video. Lamine Yamal.